All right, so number one, Amy constructs a triangle with one side 6 long and another side 9. What is the range for the third side? Range being that now I drew you a tree map we did it on when we went over this one the first time. I gave you some notes that if you got your study guide, you should still have those notes. But there are 2 ways to determine triangle inequality. One is with their sides, or triangle existence. Triangle existence. One is with side lengths, one is with angles. The side lengths, you can do one of 2 things. You will find a range, or you just determine if it is a triangle. To find the range, I want you to circle the word range in this question, because this is the one where you're going to do add them and subtract 1, subtract them and add 1. Okay? This is the one where you're going to add them and subtract 1, and then subtract them and add 1. So, circle the word range right here somewhere. There we go. Circle the word range. So, we're going to take the 2 sides. The side lengths were 9 and 6, right? So 9 plus 6 is 15. Subtract 1 is 14. So that's one of them. Then 9 minus 6 is 3. Add 1 is 4. So my range is any side from 4 to 14 inches. It can be 4, it can be 5, it could be 6, it could be 7, all the way to 14. It can't be 3, it can't be 15. But anything from 4 to 14, including 4 and 14, can be a side length for the third side. Any of those lengths would make a triangle. Okay? All right. Any questions? Number 2. What best describes a triangle with side lengths 4, 5, and 6? Now this one, this is the one where you're going to take the 2 smallest sides, 4 and 5, add them together. 4 plus 5 equals 9. 4 plus 5 equals 9. 9 is greater than 6. 9 is greater than 6, so yes, that is a triangle. The sum of the 2 smallest sides must be greater than the third side. Okay? The sum of the 2 smallest must be greater than the third side. Okay? What best describes a triangle measuring 40, 50, and 80? All right? Here, you're going to add up those sides. 40 plus 50 plus 80 equals 170 degrees. That is not a triangle. That is not a triangle. No triangle. Because to be a triangle, the angles have to equal 180. Go back to number 2 for just a minute. If you're using the side lengths, it is unique. If you are using angles, it is ambiguous. Okay? A square pyramid is sliced by a plane perpendicular to the base. What best describes the shape of the cross section? Alright, so square pyramid, and it's sliced perpendicular. So that means the base is a square, so on this, the base is a square. The face, it is a pyramid, is a triangle. If it's perpendicular to the base, it's going to be the shape of the face. Perpendicular is the face. Perpendicular is the face. So the shape of the cross section would be a triangle. Matt modeled a cube from clay. He then took a piano wire and sliced through the clay as shown. What is the shape of the cross section? Well, what is the gray shaded out area? Huh? A triangle. Well, then that's the cross section. It's easy to look at it a lot of times and see it. You just have to remember parallel. If you look at that bridge map that's over there in the yellow, parallel is horizontal, which would be the shape of the base. Perpendicular is vertical, and that's the shape of the face. Draw a sketch of the cross section of a square pyramid that is cut parallel to the base. So a square pyramid that is cut parallel to the base. Alright, so the base here is going to be a square. It's parallel to the base, so it's going to be the shape of the base. Let's go ahead and put it, the face, because it's a pyramid, is a triangle. Now, parallel to the base would be a square, because it's going to be the shape of the base. Lord have mercy, sitting back here beside Miss Walker and Miss Heater below, and I'm about to melt. I freeze her out of here and she burns. All right, any questions about this? Do you need a second to get any of this down? Everybody got it? Thumbs up. Show me. All right, let's move on. All right, now this thing's not moving. Y'all gotta help me. My brain ain't.
Oh, I'm not together with it today.
All right. Gracie is putting lace trim around the border of a circular tablecloth. Now, the border, I want you to circle the word border. Border here is going to be circumference. The border is going to be circumference. The tablecloth has a diameter of 2.4. If Gracie's trying to find the distance around the outside of the circle, she's trying to find the circumference, or is she trying to find the circumference or area? Well, we know she's trying to find the circumference. What is the least amount she would need? All right, so first let's just find out what she's going to need. We want to know the circumference, so C equals pi times the diameter. So C is going to equal 3.14 times the diameter, which is 2.4. Okay, so 3.14 times 2.4.
7.536.
All right, we get 7.536. 7.536. which is gonna round to 7.5. It asks you in the question, what is the least amount she would need? Is she going to need, if she can only buy in the yard, 1 yard, 2 yard, can she buy 6 yards and have enough? No. Can she buy 7.25 and have enough? The least amount she's gonna need is 7.5. I'm gonna tell you flat out, this is the test question. This is the test question. These are not the same numbers on the test question, but there is a question on the test like this. She's gonna need at least 8 yards if you're doing it in whole numbers, right? If I need 7.5 yards and I'm gonna buy it in whole number increments, I gotta buy at least 8 yards of fabric, of lace, right? Does that make sense? This is the test question. Okay? Number 8. A flying disc that's a frisbee for anybody. A radius of 3.3 and 5/6. What is its circumference? So, circumference, circle the word circumference to make your brain look at it. C equals pi times D. Well, I'm given the radius. How do I find the diameter?
Times the radius.
Right. So 3 and is that 5? 3 and 5/6 times 2. What is that?
Seven 7.6 repeating.
7.6 repeating, or 23/3. I just leave it 23/3. It's 23/3, which is 7.6 repeating, but let's just leave it 23/3. And now we're going to put that into our C equals 3.14 times 23/3. Okay? 3.14 times 23/3. It's 254.07, right? 254.07. Okay? These formulas you will have. You will have your cards that are at the table. The formulas will be on the test. A flower garden is circular. The diameter is 22. What is the closest total area of the garden? All right, so let's underline total area. The area of a circle is area equals pi r squared. Area equals pi r squared. We're given the diameter. So D is equal to 22. What is R? And if it helps you, come over here and draw a picture. Here's my circular garden. It has a diameter of 22. And I need the radius. I need from here to here. So what is so from there would be 11. Because R is going to be 1/2 of 22, which is 11. Once I have that, I come back over here, 3.14 times 11 squared.
379.94.
Yep, 379.94. You will not have your study guides on the test tomorrow. You are going to have to study tonight. That's why I'm making sure we're doing this video so you can go back through it tonight if you need to. Yes, Reese?
For number 8, did you get 254 or, because I did, I got 24.07.
Let me do it again, I'm sorry. 3.3 and 5/6 times, no, 23/3, right? Number 8, 23/3 times 3.14. 24. Yes, I don't know what that was. Sorry, y'all. Go back and fix that. It is 24.07. 24.07. I don't know what I put in my calculator. All right, what is the radius of a circle when the circumference is 43.96? I can tell you now this is the question. All right, this is not hard. You just got to think about what you got. Circumference. What do we know about circumference? We know it's C equals pi d, right? C equals pi d, right? The problem told us that the circumference was 43.96. So I'm going to come right up under my C, and I'm going to put 43.96. That's the circumference, right? 3.14 we know is pi. But I do not know the diameter, do I?
When you divide it?
Now, yes, you're going to divide both sides by 3.14. You can kind of see what to do once you get it written up here. So divide 43.96 divided by 3.14 is 14. So D equals 14. Is that the answer? Huh?
No.
R is going to be 1/2 of 14.
7.
So R equals 7. Half of 14 is 7. Half of 14 is 7. Do you think 14 would be an answer choice?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And it's probably going to be A or B, and 7's going to be C or D, because they're going to want you to see. They're going to give you the wrong answer before they give you the right answer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times. Any questions about those?
No.
All right, that's everything about circumference. Okay, moving on. What is the measure of angle DBE? All right, so I need to know what is this angle right here. Okay, let's look at what I got. Draw your semicircle. And if I draw my semicircle, then I know I've got equal to what?
180.
180. If I draw a semicircle, I know I've got 180 degrees, right? So that means that 52 plus the angle we don't know plus, is that 46 and 44?
It's 46. Yes.
46 plus 44 all together is going to be 180. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do in my calculator is I'm literally in my calculator, I'm going to put in 180, put 180 in your calculator, minus 52, and I get 128, minus 46, and I get 82, minus 44, and I get 38. So the angle measure here is 38. You're just going to subtract all that away from 180. Okay? Same thing with the next one. What is the angle CBD? Well, if I look right here, draw my semicircle, I know all of those together are going to be 180. So I'm going to take my 180. I'm going to subtract 23. Ah. 157. Then I'm going to subtract 47. 110. And then I'm going to subtract 43. And I get 67. So this angle is 67. Questions about that one? Easy enough? Those of you that are just writing down an answer, I hope your plans are one of two things. That you are going to watch the video again tonight at home. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm taking the study guides up tomorrow when you get ready to take the test. And if your paper don't look like mine, I'm marking off on you're not getting full credit for your study guide. Complementary angles are best described as angles that form a 90-degree angle. That have a sum of 90 degrees. They don't have to form a 90-degree angle, but they have a sum of 90 degrees. Questions about those? All right, number 14, what is the measure of angle 4? Well, angle 4, if you look right here, I see a semicircle right there, don't I? Mm-hmm. And I know that angle 4 and that 70-degree angle together make 180 degrees, don't they? Angle 4 plus that 70-degree angle together are going to equal 180. So angle 4 has to be 110. Which angles are both adjacent and supplementary? Well, there's a lot of them. Okay? So let's go through and name some of them. Angle 1 and angle 2 are both adjacent and supplementary. Angle 2 and angle 4. Look at 2 and 4. If you can draw a semicircle, you've got adjacent supplementary angles. Angle 2 and angle 4 are supplementary and adjacent. Five and 6. Six and 8. 7 and 8. I'm not gonna write them all down. 7 and 8, 5 and 7. Do you see what I'm doing? Now, if this was multiple choice, you just got to, if you can draw it, draw it. If you see supplementary, draw your semicircle. Supplementary are going to make that semicircle, okay? Does that make sense? Is everybody with me? All right. Last one. Jamie made a paper box that is 7 inches long. Hang on, let me get over here to it. Four inches wide and 2 inches high. It is shaped like a rectangular prism. What is the surface area? Okay? Well, on the surface area, I know that I'm going to have length, width, height, and on the ones like this, I kind of like to do my little smiley face. We have 7, 4, and 2. Let me get me another color because that one's not going to show up. All right, so I'm going to do 7 times 4, 2 times. 2 times 7 times 4. Plus 4 times 2. I got to do that 2 times. 4 times 2. 2 times. Plus, draw my smile. 7 times 2. 2 times. 2 times. 7 times 2. So that's 2 times 28 plus 2 times 8 plus 2 times 14. $56 plus 16 plus 28. 100 even is what I got. That's the surface area. That's your surface area. Now it wants to know the volume. Volume's going to equal your length times width times height. So you're going to do 7 times 4 times 2. 28 times 2. 56. And the surface area is going to be inches squared. So that's 100 inches squared. This is inches cubed. Question.